Hey guys, it's Davey from the mbti groups, and this little fish breath was my brother's cat, but whose heart belongs to me. I'm doing this video essentially because I'm still confused about my type. I'm 95% sure I'm one of two types, but the functions clash in those types and the hierarchies are different. A lot of that confusion, I think, has to do with creativity, because I'm a very creative person. But I don't know if I necessarily if it's anything on NLA happening, because I do experience that feeling, for example, with a song where it just falls out of the sky. I could sit down and write a song now, for example, and because I know the craft well enough, and it would be a good song, but there'd be something lacking for me. I'm not sure that if that's authenticity or not, but I prefer to wait for inspiration to come, which means most of my spare time I'll use efficiently and productively by jamming on a guitar or a piano or drums or something. Just making stuff up on the spot, just seeing what happens in the moment. And not even really paying much attention to what's happening. This is all, it's very subconscious, below conscious thought, all this jamming. But what happens is, out of that jamming, a certain phrase or melody will strike my ear, and I will immediately write a song from that. And that essence that happens in that, what people might call a moment of inspiration, is really the whole song to me. It can be expanded in lots of different ways. For example, it could become a reggae song or a rock song or a funk song or whatever, just by manipulating certain variables such as rhythm, instruments, arrangement, and stuff like that. But that essence, the melody and a harmonic structure, will exist in all of those songs. The rest of it's just colouring into me. And often those details kind of, I don't even get round to doing them because I'm on to the next, wanting to write the next song. Because it's really the creativity that turns me on, or the self-expression and the creativity. I also like writing with words, taking abstract photography, drawing and stuff like that. Anything that's creative, designing, just rearranging furniture in certain ways, working out how to get the leaves out of the pool filter by making some tool to do it. Anything like that. I feel I can come up with something, some creative kind of solution, but it's often through trial and error and just experimenting. Actually, I'm not really sure about what process is involved there. I haven't really thought about it. So much of the confusion is to do with whether my intuition is introverted or extroverted. Because I'm very creative in all those ways, but I also read people really well. I've always been, I can walk into a room and I know how people are feeling, or I know, I just know stuff without consciously thinking about it. It's just there. And from what people have said to me, that sounds like an ISE. But I've also heard that INFPs also read people very well, and that's to do with more of a sympathy rather than empathy thing, I think it was. I'm not really sure. I'm just kind of over all this. I'm kind of over all this whole cognitive function things now, to tell you the truth. Because I've identified with INFJs and INFPs for so long, both types for so long now, I just can't even pretend to be objective about it. So if you're into physiognomy or reading cognitive function via body language or eye direction or whatever it is, please give me your interpretation of what type I am. Please, please, because I'd like to know for self-actualization. To help myself, damn it. I'm also really into psychology, always been, and a bit into philosophy, all of the arts basically. And anything to do with people. I'm no doubt an NF, there's no doubt in my mind about that. And I'm also sure that I'm an introvert. And in those certain things such as ocean and that, I tend to test as either a dominant, normally a dominant intuitive, but or a dominant introvert as well. So there's no doubt in my mind that I'm an IN, and I'm an INF actually as well. So please give me your educated guess and your reasoning behind it too, please, if you could, because that would make it easier for me to work out for myself, because everyone has different levels of understanding of MBTI and cognitive functions, including myself. I'm certainly no expert. In fact, it confuses me quite a bit, and a lot of that has to do with the introverted, extroverted side of things. And I can see all the functions in myself as well, but certainly more intuition and feeling. Anyway, give us your opinion, and if you made it this far, thank you. You're a legend, because I know what an absolute random ramble that was, but I had to do that to I had to do that to be so that I would give an authentic video. Blah blah blah. Okay, sorry for raving, and thank you. Bye.